Championship predictions, top 2 bounce back, Coventry to lose. We have some juicy clashes in the championship this weekend, 2nd versus 4th, Steve Cooper's return to Swansea, and Ryan Lowe debuts at Deepdale in the Preston dugout. Here are Benjamin Bloom's predictions, get yours in on the F365 Championship Predictor game. Luton v Fulham. Fulham lead the way in the championship after the top-of-the-table clash with Bournemouth last week, whilst Luton got their first win in 5 at Blackpool. The fact that two sides are 1st and 5th in terms of goals scored and 1st and 2nd in XG hints means I'll go for a Fulham win with both teams to score. Benjamin Bloom's prediction, Luton 1-3 Fulham 12-1, Betfair, Bournemouth v Blackburn. This looks a really fascinating clash at the Vitality with Bournemouth way out in front in the league table with Fulham, but Blackburn much better off in the current 8-game form table. Both sides have been very good in front of goal with Solanke and Brereton Diaz starring, so I think Bournemouth's superior defence wins the day here. Benjamin Bloom's prediction, Bournemouth 2-0 Blackburn 13 halves, Betfair, West Brom v Reading. West Brom reclaimed 3rd place last weekend with their first win in 5 at Coventry after 3 games without a goal. Reading are not in great shape down in the bottom 6 and were frustrated with a couple of penalty calls in their draw against Hull last time out. I'm sensing a Baggies return to form, but think it'll be close. Benjamin Bloom's prediction, West Brom 2-1 Reading 13 halves, Betfair, Sheffield United v QPR. Sheffield United and QPR will have to wait until Monday night to play their game, so they'll have a very clear idea of the situation across the weekend, being the last 2 to play. This game screams both teams to score with the goals flying in at both ends for both sides during this season. The Blades have picked up and won 3 in a row, but perhaps against lesser opponents than QPR have been. This feels like a draw to me. Benjamin Bloom's prediction, Sheffield United 2-2 QPR 12-1, Betfair, Stoke v Middlesbrough. It's a really nicely poised game between Stoke and Borough. The two sides are in 6th and 9th with Borough trending up after back-to-back wins under new boss Chris Wilder. The form table and Stoke's strong defensive record would have them as favourites, but the Wilder factor makes me think Borough will return home with something. Benjamin Bloom's prediction, Stoke 1-1 Borough 5-1, Betfair, Huddersfield v Coventry. A tale of two teams just sliding down the table a little from the lofty positions they'd established earlier in the season. The two sides are 11th and 7th in the table, but 21st and 13th in the 8-game form table. Coventry will want to get Victor Gyökeres scoring again, whilst Huddersfield will want to return to the home form that saw them win 6 out of 8. Home form just takes it. Benjamin Bloom's prediction, Huddersfield 2-1 Coventry 9-1, Betfair, Peterborough v Millwall. Millwall will see this trip to Peterborough as a chance to squeeze up a little tighter to the top 6. The Lions are 4 points and 2 places away from the top 6 and have only lost 3 times in the last 17 championship games. The Posh are all out of sorts, with no wins in 7 and no goals in the last 5. Benjamin Bloom's prediction, Peterborough 0-1 Millwall 6-1, Betfair, Swansea v Forest. Steve Cooper returns to Swansea, having lost only once in his 13 games in charge so far at the City Ground. After working their way up into the top 10, Swansea's only win in the past 5 has come at second bottom Barnsley, and something tells me the scene is set for Cooper to return and conquer. Benjamin Bloom's prediction, Swansea 0-2 Forest 14-1, Betfair, Derby v Blackpool. Blackpool were the darlings of this division not so long ago, with Neil Critchley making light work of the transition from League One up to the Championship. Poole haven't won any of the last 6, and whilst they have played 3 teams currently in the playoff spots in that run, the defeats in the last 2 against Birmingham and Luton may be more concerning. With both sides in the bottom 6 for goals scored and Derby's decent defence, I think I might play my joker on this one. Benjamin Bloom's prediction, Derby 1-0 Blackpool 6-1, Betfair, Birmingham v Cardiff. Cardiff look like they are building an identity under Steve Morrison, but despite his 3 wins in 7 in charge, they still sit 1 place above the relegation zone. Birmingham continue to confuse, they can be streaky and unpredictable, but good underlying XG numbers and superior recent form puts them just as favourites in my estimation ahead of this one. Benjamin Bloom's prediction, Birmingham 2-1 Cardiff 8-1, Betfair, Hull v Bristol City. Hull's spectacular winning streak ended with a draw at Reading last week, whilst Bristol City perplexingly improved their excellent recent home form, having not been able to win at Ashton Gate for most of the year. The Robins can't strike a balance between home and away form under Nigel Pearson and have now lost 4 on the bounce on the road. Both sides will think they can win, so let's go for neither of them to actually do it. Benjamin Bloom's prediction. Hull 1-1 Bristol City 5-1. Betfair. Preston v Barnsley. Ryan Lowe's first game as Preston boss sees Barnsley visiting Deepdale. Preston's form can possibly be disregarded, and those people who believe in the new manager bounce will suspect 3 points for North End. Barnsley are struggling by whatever metric you want to use, and I think Lowe and Preston will be able to capitalize on the tykes of a low ebb. Benjamin Bloom's prediction. Preston 3-1 Barnsley 13-1. Betfair. Odds correct at the time of publication. 18+. Please gamble responsibly. Visit begambleaware.org.